Live updates. Gavin Newsom calls for special election in California to redraw congressional maps. This is just Gavin Newsom basically announcing that he's going to run for president, and what he's trying to do is actually generate clicks. So what to know today, new congressional maps. California Governor Gavin Newsom called on the state lawmakers to allow a November ballot measure to redraw congressional districts. This is likely not going to happen in California, to be honest with you, because it's going to take a ballot initiative. They're going to actually have to vote for it. The move comes as Democrats have sought ways to combat Republicans' mid-decade redistricting efforts in states like Texas. Texas House Democrats' demands. Meanwhile, the Texas State House Democrats caucus set demands for Democratic lawmakers to return to the state, including ending the first special session of the Texas legislature aimed at passing redistricting efforts to benefit Republicans, and for California to introduce redistricting maps to counter Texas. The Democrat lawmakers in Texas still are on the lam. They haven't returned yet. And I haven't heard anything as to if Ken Paxton is actually pushing to round these people up. I do think that the DOJ, the federal DOJ, has offered its services, or the FBI has offered services. I would like to see this, but I don't think that there's been anything developed about this. So Trump is also saying that he believes that Trump is planning to run in 2028. And this clip is actually really funny, but this is something that Donald Trump has been playing around with, basically trolling the left because they're so reactionary that anything that Donald Trump says, they turn into, such a massive deal, and they run around like their hair's on fire. And Gavin Newsom is not immune to that.
Well, I think it's pretty sick and pathetic. And it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. Said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. And that was top down. You know that for a fact. And they'll deny it, I'm sure. Maybe they won't deny it. Said everything you know about the authoritarian tendencies of the President of the United States. I said it a moment ago, wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. He doesn't believe in free enterprise, crony capitalism. He is wrecking this country, wrecking the economy. He's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, he's running for president.
Yeah, he's definitely running for president.
When you think free enterprise, you do think California.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Where truckers refusing to take contracts because in 5 years they have to switch to electric.
There's been an exodus of businesses from California because of the policy.
Yeah, there's no red tape. It's
it's like a total. It's like it's a paradise.
I did recruiting for a little bit in Sacramento back in 2018, and even back in 2018, people were leaving freaking California to go to Texas and the other states because of their rules and their terrible policies.
Yeah,
for the free enterprising out of that state. And Gavin Newsom, and this guy's swarmy. I need to take a breath. He's a disgusting human being, brother.
He would love for President Trump to run in 2028 because that would help him raise so much money. I mean, he's begging for Trump to run again because it would help him raise a lot of money. I mean, that's what he wants to run on. He would love to run against President Trump. That's his dream.
Oh, he'd get murdered.
That's his dream. He probably wanted to run as in place of Joe Biden, but he couldn't. He probably wanted to do that. He was probably jealous watching Kamala Harris run. He was like, I wish that was me running for because I would have won. Yeah, this guy's a joker. You couldn't look at what you've done with California. He has ran California into the ground. People there can barely afford rent. Okay, it is so expensive to live there. The homeless crisis is out of control. Y'all can fact check me on this. But I've been reading a lot about $100 million in relief funds have been missing. It's something shady going on there. I mean, man, find that money first, and then you think about running. Where's the money? I don't want to hear nothing else. Where's the money?
To your point about the way that California has been run, it takes a really significantly badly run state to get people to leave a state like California.
Yes.
Because it's beautiful, right? The fact that it's so nice all the time. In February, you can literally be standing in like Lakewood and it's like 75 degrees, gorgeous out, and you can see the snow-capped mountains just half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour away if there's no traffic. Beautiful. You can go snowboarding in the morning, and if you want, you could be on the beach by the evening. When you have a place that is that gorgeous, though, it is really, really, really tough to get people to leave. So to think of all of the people that have left California, because I think it's something like 500,000 or so people have left in the past since COVID.
It was me.
It was Serge left. And I mean, it's like, I've been there a lot and it's beautiful, but I mean, I couldn't live there with the policies that they have.
This is the first time they had a drop in migration, state migration.
Yeah.
Was last year. It was the first time they had more people leaving than they had moving in there. I mean, I had a place in Camarillo back in the mid 2000s, and so I know the whole Ventura County, Westlake area. Super nice, super nice. I can't imagine.
Were you at 29 Palms?
I've been there before, but I've never lived there.
Never worked there.
Yeah, did training there. But anyways, it was. I can't imagine living there today and how kind of rules and regulations they have. And like they had a guy get shot on Thousand Oaks Boulevard, which is a super nicest, one of the best communities, was one of the safest next to Simi Valley in California just a couple years ago because he was protesting Israel and the whole thing, and someone got murdered right on the street. It's just, I can't imagine how that would be back in the 2000s. It's just insane how it's got the S.
Have you spent any time in California?
No, not. I've been out there once, but I keep an eye. I mean, look, you're right. It is like geographically the perfect place. I mean, pristine. It's like you mix the Mediterranean with like the Alps and you just smash it right by a coast. Tremendous. I mean, if you had the same policies and like I used to live in Indiana, if you passed the same policies in Indiana, you'd have like 10 people left. Like people would get out of there so quick.
I mean, it's true. Well, yeah. Same thing with like the only reason that I mean, I can't imagine that you could have the same policies in New England. That was what I was going to say. But then I think about Massachusetts, and I think about New York and New Jersey.
But even then, like California is at a different level. I mean, they dropped like almost $1 trillion on a high-speed rail that goes from like Fresno to Merced.
Is that even done?
I mean, that would be like
it will never be done.
Failed. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a complete failure. There is no high-speed rail that's going to be in California.
Did they do anything positive there? Like, did they accomplish any of the missions or goals?
Nothing.
Okay, so a lot of talk and a lot of hoopla.
They built nothing because of red tape and
All right, free enterprise.
Yeah, exactly. The state of free enterprise.
Imagine like Gavin Newsom. Imagine a Gavin Newsom America. He would be worse than Barack Obama.
That's impressive.
He would be worse than Joe Biden. I couldn't even imagine. I wouldn't leave America because this is my country. I was born here, raised here. I ain't going no damn where. But it would be sickening to live under a Gavin Newsom America. Mm-hmm. Like, rule. I mean, this guy would be, how people are viewing, how some of these Democrats are viewing Donald Trump to be this dictator and this control freak and this crazy man, that is going to be Gavin Newsom. Mm-hmm. Everything he's accusing Trump of, that is going to be him.
Yeah.
He is projecting.
Yeah.
And isn't he a lizard? I think Shane called him a lizard before.
Yeah, he's just really, because he's kind of old school in a weird way. Like he is this kind of old school, slimy, kind of Tammany Hall politician.
Yeah.
He'll just adopt whatever, because that's going to be his problem in 2028 is he has these marketing agencies that are behind him in his ear right now saying, hey, you need to LARP like you're this masculine, tough guy. And then he's going to get to 2028 and get that primary and realize the Democrat voters want like someone that's like trans, like Puerto Rican, whatever. And he's going to be cooked.
Do you think that he could win the nomination?
No.
I don't think that he could win because he's a cis white male.
Well, and right now, whatever marketing agency is in his ear, he's trying to win over like moderate Republicans, but you still have a primary to get through. If you're running in a general, that might actually work.
He don't even sound
That's what I'm
trusting.
thinking.
Like you
No,
look
yeah.
at him, he looks like a slime ball. He's
He was on
like a car salesman.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
He was on Sean Ryan's show and he gifted him like a handgun, and then he's like, "Yeah, this is so sick. I love guns."
He looks like a shady lawyer.
yeah. It's like he handed him like a hedgehog or something. He was like, "This is great."
Gavin Newsom would, if Gavin Newsom became president, he is the one who would want a third term. He would say, I need to stay in so we will never have another Donald Trump in this country again. That is exactly what he would say. You know?
It is my sense, like you said, Tate, it is my sense that he couldn't win a primary.
I don't know.
Like how does the Democrats look at someone like Gavin Newsom and actually say, okay, we're going to put the base is going to get behind you. I can imagine the money getting behind him.
Oh, yeah, he has money
I still think that
behind
there's a big civil war going on in the Democrat Party between the woke, the very progressives, and the people like Newsom. And to Tate's point, he is going on Sean Ryan, trying to grab the Republicans that might not love Donald Trump. But I don't see how he wins a primary, especially if it's someone like AOC. And again, I know there are people that disagree with me. Last time I was here, we had this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
But I like whether or not you like AOC's policies, which obviously I don't. Like I'm very much a free market guy, and I want to deport a bunch of people, and I'm far more conservative than or far more right wing, I guess, than most of the people on the right, to be honest with you. But like. I don't see how someone like Gavin Newsom can get on stage with AOC and how the base would look at Gavin Newsom and say, I would rather vote for Gavin Newsom than for AOC.
I think he would. I think it's a lot of BS with their whole their BIPOC. They want the minority. I feel like he would definitely win the primary because he's slimy enough. He says the right things for them.
Or maybe they run together. AOC
but
his VP. Newsom Cortez.
I think it's all fake on their side. They're like, oh, we want this. We're so mad. We want the trans queer person.
Yeah.
It's all fake because they got Joe Biden. He's white. They're gonna if Brock, he's kind of white.
I would pay for Newsom to choose. Well, I know he can't do this because Maxine lives in California, but I would love to. I would pay to see Newsom Waters
That'd be nice.
campaign to see Maxine Waters.
Well, I mean,
I would love to see that. Oh, I would get a kick out of that.
That would be a beautiful thing. I mean, look, the problem in 2028 for Newsom is going to be like, think how angry Democrats are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine after 3 years of Trump, they're going to want to go back and fight fire with fire, and they're going to pick the most radical option that the DNC will basically allow them to have.
Do you think that would be someone like AOC, or do you think there's someone that is actually more radical that could possibly take her place?
Yeah, I mean, it could be an AOC. I mean, there's even guys that no one's really talking about yet that are sniffing around, like Ruben Gallego. I mean, there's a chance that someone like him could raise a bunch of money because those guys like Ruben, like senators have connections.
Senators,
that's a good point.
And so to win a race in Arizona, you have to raise a lot of money. So Ruben Gallego, he knows how to raise money, but he's progressive enough to please the radical left base. And he can still talk and cool down kind of the more establishment Democrats. Someone like Newsom's cooked because the base in 2028 is not going to want to moderate. I mean, think about how we were in 2016. And they're like, here's Scott Walker and Jeb Bush. And we're like, no, we want the guy that's like calling him gay on stage. That's awesome. We want that guy. So Democrats are going to have that moment in 28.
It is true that you make a great point. The Congress people do not win. I can't remember the last time someone from Congress from the House of Representatives won the presidency. If you're a senator, you have far more influence with the moneyed people. They tend to deal with those people more because, look, if you're looking to open some kind of big business or you want your business to be in a state, you don't go talk to the 3rd district's congressional representative because it's small potatoes. But if you talk to the junior senator even from a state, that's someone that can actually help you when it comes to getting legislation passed. They can act, especially if they're on, depending on which committee they're on, of course. But so that is a really great point. If there's someone that's a senator that is progressive, they will likely have a significantly higher chance than anyone in
Gavin Newsom. People are running from Gavin Newsom. You should not be running for president when people are running from you.
Yeah,
they're running from California. They do not want to live in a state that you are running because of you. You are terrible.
Well, he's going to get embarrassed. I think personally,
California accounts for a large portion of the homeless population.
Yeah.
Imagine if he becomes president. We all going to be homeless.
Real. It's going to be like one giant skid row. Yeah.
One giant skid row.
I think he's going to get embarrassed with his ballot measure in November because if you look at the polling right now, the Californian people, for what it's worth, you got to give them the dub every once in a while. They do really like their independent commission.
True.
I think the polling's like 60-40 right now. And now you have guys like Arnold. I mean, Arnold's still well liked in California. He's getting involved. He's saying, no, do not repeal this. So, like, come November, I think Gavin Newsom, I don't even know if he's going to get this across the finish line. The only way he is he's going to be able to present this in like a really partisan way. But
You're talking about for the redistricting.
for the redistricting,
Yeah.
but like by November, like it would be a midterm season. Like people are just Californians like for what it's worth, they like their independent commission, even the Democrats.
Yeah, I don't imagine that there's going to be actual redistricting in California because I don't see them. I don't see the ballot initiative passing.
Is Gavin Newsom allowed on this podcast? Would y'all entertain?
We would
Gavin?
have him here in a
heartbeat.
in a second.
Since he's trying to reach the conservative base.
In a heartbeat.
He should come on this show. I would love to see y'all tear him into pieces.
I think we just ask him very basic questions and
I know.
chew himself to pieces.
Yeah, he will chew himself to pieces. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
So,
Come through.
Roll up, Gavin. We got
Yeah,
you.
we got you. dude.
end of day, I'm thinking Gavin Newsom still has a chance of winning the primary, but my overall pick, I said before here, is I know people don't like this pick, but I still think Ro Khanna. Ro Khanna.
Who's that?
If you guys think he's too moderate, I know you guys told me last time, but I still think Ro Khanna has a really good shot. Ro Khanna, you know who Ro Khanna is?
I think that he possibly could win.
Ro Khanna.
He's in a weird spot because his specific district really likes him. This is rare
And
these
also,
days.
he's a congressperson. Congress people are
Right.
I hear what you're saying.
records.
I hear-
What is
Well, it's-
what is his last name?
Khanna?
Khanna?
K-H-A-N-N-A.
He won't be president. No, just on the last name. Period.
Hey, we elected a guy
President
named
Khanna?
Barack Obama.
It's not.
He's
yeah, I
getting
know.
around. He's going on all these podcasts. People love
That's
him
like
on the
crazy
left.
as a kid.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of
I
moderate.
still can't believe we did that
Yeah.
as a country.
What black man got the middle name Hussein? Who?
It's usually post prison.
Hussein. That's post
Post prison, yeah.
After 9/11, they
Hussein?
voted him
So
in.
if Trump puts Obama in jail, how is he going to Muslim up his
I've
name?
never
I don't
met
know
a
how he's
black
gonna-
person with that middle name. You will never meet a Trayvon Hussein Williams, a Taquan Hussein Johnson,
Yeah.
Hussein.
Well, I mean, what was Barack Obama's father's name?
Barack Obama Sr., I think. Right?
What was it?
Wait, he's a
Well, that-
junior?
I think it was I think his father's
Let me
name was
look it
also
up.
Barack
Could be.
Obama.
So then it'd be Barack Hussein. If he's a junior, it'd be Barack Hussein Obama.
Yeah.
So that's
Something
probably
like
why.
Alexa is.
You're trying to.
Well, with the Ro Khanna thing, I mean, the thing about Ro Khanna is he's in a weird district because it's like a tech bro district. So it's rare to actually see a rep that is really well liked by his constituents and disliked by the rest of the party.
I can't imagine no president named Ro Khanna.
I know.
But everyone loves him, bro. I'm telling you. I'm sticking to it.
Does he have the name
But,
recognition though?
Oh, he's a senior. You're right.
Yeah. But I think Ro Khanna could maybe appeal to like the tech bro sector and win him back to the Democrats because I do think the nationalist MAGA base and the tech base, we've already seen tensions flare up a few times already in the Trump presidency. Come 3 years, we could see a major.
You think he's a better option than Vivek?
Well, I'm saying that
Vivek's going
if
for a while.
if the money came back to the Democrats, maybe they could squeak Ro Khanna across the finish line. I doubt it. Maybe a VP.
Vivek's going to be. He's looking to be the governor of Ohio. He's running for.
Oh yeah, that's
Is that this year?
I think he also nuked his national ambitions with this Christmas crash out over the H1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I
agree.
The MAGA base is in charge now. We're in the driver's seat. We don't have to tolerate that. kind of
I haven't
stuff
posted
anymore.
this video yet, but I had got a call on my phone. It said, "Hello." I said, "Who is this?" We're calling about what you think about the American politics. I said, "Who is this?" "This is John." I said, John, where you from? I'm from Idaho. I said, I recorded my. I got my other phone to record the comment. I'm gonna post it. I said, John, you really from Idaho? Yes, I'm from Idaho. I just called about politics. What you think about what's going on in America right now?
Might have actually been.
They're even
rooting
H1B in our pollers.
John.
Just rooting the call through Idaho.
Even
right?
Rasmussen went for the
why you
Idaho
answering
via
phone
New
calls
Delhi
anyway?
via Idaho.
Yeah, I said,
Cooked.
huh?
The scam likelies. Why you're answering the scam likelies?
Man, they call from it didn't come up as scam likely.
Yeah, the spoof
You know, they
numbers.
call from all kind of numbers now.
Yeah, the spoof
Mom.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.